The north burned with raids. The west marched for vengeance. And across Calradia, alliances shifted like sand beneath a rising tide. But in the south, where the Empire still held its breath, something was already moving. Evening settled slowly over the stone walls of Chenopsis Castle, the last light of day fading behind distant hills. Torches flickered to life in front of homes, their glow pushing back the dark in small, uneven pockets. A lone soldier stood watch, one hand resting against cold stone, the other gripping the shaft of a burning torch. Below him, the land stretched wide and empty. At first, he thought it was nothing, a trick of the light, a shift in shadow. But then he saw it again. Movement, far beyond the reach of the walls. A slow, creeping line cutting across the horizon. The soldier leaned forward, squinting into the dark. And then the lights appeared. Dozens of torches moving together in formation. His grip tightened. This wasn't a caravan or distant travelers moving late to beat the dawn. It was an army, and it was moving east. He didn't wait. The torch clattered against the stone as he turned and ran, boots striking hard against the steps as he descended from the wall. By the time the soldier reached the keep, breath ragged, the message had already begun to spread. Servants stepped aside. Guards straightened as he passed. He was brought before Lord Partir without delay. The chamber doors opened, and the soldier stepped inside, forcing himself steady as he dropped to one knee.
My lord, there's movement beyond the hills.
Partir looked up from the table, expression tightening.
What kind of movement?
The soldier swallowed.
Torches, too many to count, moving in formation.
Silence settled over the room. For a moment, Lord Partir said nothing. Then he stood.
How long ago?
Moments, my lord.
That was enough. The lord crossed the room without another word, already reaching for his cloak.
Ready my horse.
There was no debate, no hesitation. If the soldier was right, then this wasn't some scattered raiding party. It was an army, and it was already inside their borders. Dawn had only just begun to break when Lord Partir reached Lycoron. The gates opened at his approach. No questions were asked. Inside, the city stirred beneath the first light of morning. Merchants set out their wares, unaware of what was coming. Civilians moved through the streets as they always had. He didn't slow as he passed through the city gates. Moments later, he stood in the throne room. The Empress sat at the far end, framed by tall pillars and rising light, her expression unreadable as he approached. He dropped to one knee.
My Empress, I bring urgent news.
She regarded him quietly.
Speak.
There is an army moving through our lands, large, organized, heading east. We must call the banners immediately.
A pause. Then she smiled, not with relief or surprise, but with certainty.
I am aware.
Lord Partir froze.
My Empress.
I gave my blessing.
The word settled heavily in the chamber. Behind him, movement. One of her generals, Pharaon, stepped forward, unable to remain silent.
With respect, we have remained untouched while the rest of Calradia tears itself apart. Why would we invite that into our lands?
The Empress did not answer immediately. She rose instead, descending the steps slowly, her voice calm, controlled.
Untouched? No, we have been patient.
She stepped closer.
Trade falters, borders weaken. Every kingdom waits for the others to bleed before they strike. Do you think we will be spared forever?
Lord Farron held her gaze.
And this is your solution?
It is survival.
Lord Pater spoke again, more cautious now.
What alliance have you made?
This time she did not delay. A faint smile returned.
Garios.
No one spoke, because everyone understood what that meant.
The Western Empire hunts one of its own. You've heard the rumors surrounding this. Lord Croder.
Farron gave a slight nod.
I have.
Then you know he fled east. Garios intends to end it before it spreads any further.
Morning broke fully over the hills. Far to the west, the army moved again. Columns stretched across the land, armor catching the rising light as banners swayed above them. The march did not slow. They were all committed. And as the sun climbed higher, the hills along the horizon took on a deeper shade, washed in a faint, creeping red. Like the land itself knew what was coming. And soon, those hills would earn their name.